Hello and welcome to our reviews. Today we'll be reviewing the Marvel Legends Franklin Richards and Herbie from the Fantastic Four box set. So yeah, wrapping up the Fantastic Four box set today with the two minifigures that are included, Herbie and Franklin Richards, which I have put down. They're pretty cool. They're certainly not any real draw to the set, but they're worth having, I suppose. Let's go ahead and zoom in on the articulation, sculpt, paint details, on all those sorts of things. Alright, starting with a quick size comparison. Here we have Franklin Richards and Herbie. Here's a 3 3/4 inch Marvel Universe Wolverine and a standard size Marvel Legends 6-inch Superior Spider-Man. As you can tell, Franklin Richards and Herbie are much shorter than your average size character, as he is a child and Herbie as a small sort of robot thing. Franklin is a bit taller than Herbie, but they are both smaller than even a Marvel Universe figure. They are still in scale with Marvel Legends, so it shouldn't really be a big deal. Now, let's get Spider-Man Wolverine out here and just look at Franklin and Herbie. Alright, moving on to our 360 spin. You can see Franklin Richards there. He's got on some dark green pants, some black and white shoes. He's got on his blue shirt there that has a 4.5 logo on there. He has an open hand on one side and a fist hand on the other side. Looking at Herbie, he is sort of a little, very retro-style robot. He's got a 4 logo on him as well. He's got a little face up there on his upper monitor sort of thing, and he's got little, like, table legs for legs, and he can fly around and stuff. And he has a little control panel on his chest, and various other robotic details. We'll skip out on Herbie's head sculpt, as it's pretty easily visible, and go ahead and zoom in on Franklin Richards' head sculpt. Zooming in on Franklin Richards' head sculpt, he has sort of like a astonished, scared kind of expression. It's probably because he's been trapped in a box for years with Dr. Doom. Not a good thing for the child's psyche. Anyway, it's a pretty decent looking head sculpt. It's sculpted fairly well, painted nicely, the hair sculpted on there alright. Overall, it looks pretty good. Now let's zoom out and look at articulation on Franklin Richards as well as Herbie. Alright, articulation-wise, Herbie has 1 point. He has a cut joint at the head. Perfectly acceptable. He doesn't really have any other points that would make sense for him to have. Franklin Richards is okay for his size. He has a cut joint at the head, ball joint shoulders, and an out forward and back. He has a waist cut and ball joint hips and an out forward and back. So that's not too bad. They could have certainly done better, but that's not really bad at all, considering he was just meant to be a little additional minifigure for the box set. Anyway, there's one accessory for the two of them, so let's go ahead and look at that. That one accessory is the standard Marvel Legends flight stand. Unfortunately, it's not usable for anyone else in this box other than Herbie. He has a small hole in his bottom. No one else has any holes to plug this into. Invisible Woman has like a small indentation on her back, but it doesn't actually fit this flight stand. If you've seen a Marvel Legends flight stand before, they're all the same. You got your two joints here, and your big shield-shaped base down there at the bottom. Not the best flight stand ever, but it's functional if you've got something with a hole in it. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on to the packaging. Packaging-wise, Franklin and Herbie come in the same packaging as everything else does in this box set, which are all back in the box now if you want to see what they look like. Franklin and Herbie would go in those little spots right there. Fantastic Four logo, Marvel Legends logo down there at the bottom, Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman, Dr. Doom, Human Torch, and the Thing. They actually do not mention that Herbie and Franklin Richards are included, but they most certainly are. On the back, you get descriptions and little stats for all the characters, except for Franklin and Herbie. They're just not making mention that they're in there, but trust me, they're in there. I've seen them. And you also get pictures of the posters from the included poster book. As always, the Marvel Legends boxes are good for in or out of package display, so yeah, Franklin Richards and Herbie. Alright, that wraps it up for Franklin Richards and Herbie, so until next time, goodbye! Hello, you've just watched one of my videos. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed my videos. If you didn't, run away and never return. Also, feel free to check out my other channels, Venom Raptor for all my variety gaming content, and VR Reviews for reviews of various action figures and collectibles. Thank you, and goodbye.